So you're thinking of moving to or near Woodbury or Woodbury Heights, New Jersey? That's exactly what we're going to cover in today's video. We're going to cover a few different neighborhoods and a few different price ranges so you can see what you get for your money. One thing to note is Woodbury and Woodbury Heights have two different school districts and two different tax rates. So do your research on sites like niche.com to find out the numbers and the ratings before you go out shopping. All right, so we are here in Woodbury Heights today. This neighborhood is called Woodbrook. Built in the 60s, square footage is going to be anywhere from the low 1,000s up to maybe around 2,000 square feet. One under contract behind me here, that one was listed at $299. Recent sales are anywhere from $300 all the way into the low 400s. Built in the 60s, it's going to depend on what they've done on the interior. As you can see here, nice neighborhood. We do have a highway back there, but it's not too bad. So if you're interested in the neighborhood, we're going to drive you around, show you a little bit more. All right, so we are in the center of Woodbury Heights right now. The neighborhood we're going to drive you through in a little bit here is called Southwoods. There's some historic sections that were built in the 1800s, and then there's as early or as late as the 1960s. That's when most of the rest were built. Square footage is going to range anywhere from 1,300 all the way up into probably over 2,000 and 3,000 for some of the larger historic ones. One under contract right now, $299. Recent sales floating around the 400s. We're next to the famous ice cream shop here, Dots. There's the firehouse behind me. And then we're going to drive you all around this neighborhood and back there and show you what the streets look like. All right, so we're in Woodbury Heights here. This neighborhood is called The Summit. Built in the mid-60s, square footage 1,900 to the mid-2000s. Actives right now around 300. Under contract, there's one at 489. Sold anywhere from the high 300s into the high 400s. As you can see, tree-lined streets, and we're gonna drive you around, show you a bunch more. All right, so we are here in Woodbury. We're actually in what's called Country Club Estates. Across the street there used to be a country club. It's not active anymore. These estates were built in the 50s. Square footage is going to be starting at 1,100 for the smaller ones, all the way into the 2,000-3,000 square foot. As you can see, the one behind me is enormous. One active right now at 545. Recent solds in the 300s, all the way up into the 5s and 6s. And probably higher for some of these large estates. So we're going to drive you around, show you a couple of the streets, show you behind me, that's where the golf course was, and then we're going to show you down all these streets. All right, so we're here in Woodbury. This section is called West End, built from the late 1800s all the way into the 90s, believe it or not. Most of it was probably built in the early 1900s, but overall, you're gonna have square footage. The smaller ones are gonna be under 1,000 square feet, up to like typical 2,500. They can get bigger though. Actives right now in the market, anywhere in the mid to high 300s. Under contract, down to 180s all the way up to 400, and then solds are up to 515. Obviously with old homes, it's really going to depend on what's been done. And I'll show you a little bit of this street. There's some water that touches the Delaware canals and stuff like that. So we'll drive you around, show you a little bit. All right, so we're in Woodbury. We're going to show you two different neighborhoods. They were built around the same time, which is the 40s and the 50s. The square footage is going to be around 1,500 to 1,800, and sales are going to be anywhere in the 300s all the way up to the 500s, low 500s. There's one asking because it was obviously fully renovated and had an addition. But in general, you can plan somewhere in the mid 300s is rough value, but there's some smaller homes here. You can see, I'll show you down the street, and then we're going to drive you around, show you all the other streets. All right, so we're here in downtown Woodbury. Broad Street's right there. The municipal building's behind me. Over here we have the Gloucester County, the old courthouse. There's a newer courthouse way down the street. We want to drive you behind this, the municipal building, show you some of the streets and the houses. Prices are going to be all over the place because they're small houses, big houses, twin homes, historic homes. So we're not going to give you pricing or sizes because they're going to be all over the map, but we want to show you around Broadway and everything it's got to offer. All right, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in South Jersey, then tap the bell and subscribe below so you can be the first to know every time we shoot updated information about South Jersey. My name is Matt Curcio with Curcio Partners at Real Broker. We get calls and messages every day from people like you looking to make their move in South Jersey, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 5 days or 5 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of our information is in the description below.